This is Shot 30 Podcast, solo cast, with your host, Shayne Newbert. I'm Shayne Newbert. I'm the man. I can do everything like Spider-Man. I'm a killer, can't you see? I'm chilling in the chair just looking like a G. I'm Shayne Newbert. I'm the motherfucking man. If you catch me, I'll be kicking a can. Shot 30 Podcast, I'm Shayne Noob. Check me out, I'm chilling in a tube filled with nothing but lube. Slide down the tube, I'm looking like a jelly bean. I'm feeling really nice but really mean. I'm Shayne Newbie, I'm the man, I'm a motherfucking G. Check me out, I'm doing a podcast. It's good while it lasts, but check me out. This isn't going good so far. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is Shot 30 Podcast. I'm by myself. I'm Shayne Newbert. Check it. 1, 2, 3. I'm the dude. I'm the motherfucking G. I'm chilling downstairs. I'm chilling on my own fucking chair. I bought this chair at Walmart for like $1, $2, $3. And for all I care, I could give 1, 2, 3 fucks. I have a bunch of friends, and I like them a whole lot. But there's only one thing that I gotta say: they better not smoke pot. Abide by the law. Hear me? Abide by the law. You know, we have laws out there. This is not just, we're not living in Rome. We're living in Illinois, and we still have got laws out there that make you do things and make you not do things. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Shot 30 Podcast is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. And I love that chick. And she's been busy. She's been bringing you orders. And why not make somebody's day and give them a cake, cookie, cupcake? Make them happy. It's just like buying a loved one flowers. Go out there and visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies and buy a loved one something sweet. Something sweet. And, you know, over the past few days, I really have been thinking about a lot of things. I've got a lot of friends in my life right now, and they just say things to me about, you know, we just talk. We're just talking about life. And Timmery's been talking to me about life a lot too. And she's been talking to me about how people are struggling. You know, there's people, you know, like we said in the last podcast, damn it, the Amazon's burning down. But you know what else? Africa has so many kids that aren't eating food. Not eating food. And so the other day I went to Taco Bell and I ordered a couple of tacos. I almost said hot dogs. I don't know why I'd say that. I've never gotten a hot dog from Taco Bell. I mean, that'd be probably pretty damn good. But there is a lot of kids out there in Africa who don't even get a damn meal. And I threw away 2 of those tacos that I didn't eat. And it made me feel like shit. I threw it in the trash and it made me feel like shit. And then in my brain, I kind of did something. I don't know what it was. Something clicked. And I want to be one of those guys who help those people. I want to go there. And so does Timmery. Timmery wants to be not one of those guys. Because damn it, she's a girl. A hot girl with big butt cheeks. But she wants to go there and help people too. And then we were talking about it. We had a couple of drinks and we were sitting there looking at each other. We had a heart to heart. And we want to help more than, you know, there's more people struggling than the kids in Africa. Yeah, they're struggling. They need help. Bad. And we can help them. But there's also families, you know, in the projects or in Chicago begging for money. Like, I get it. Some of those people are just, you know, it's a joke. It's fake. They're just doing it to take your money. But some of it's real. And we really do like to give money. Every chance we get, we donate money. Every Salvation Army. I used to donate my time to the Humane Society. But it really hit me hard. Like thinking about how we're out here buying video games for $80 goddamn dollars, and there's kids that want to eat. There's kids that want to eat food. So we think that we're going to try to do like a little project. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet, but we want to raise money. And I said, maybe let's do a GoFundMe thing, and we'll send the money to the people. We'll see if maybe the podcast can generate some money. And then she said that GoFundMe takes a lot of that money. And I think that's wrong. So what we want to do is maybe like we're going to figure out something where we can help people. Where we make a video just walking around to people who need like, so the other day we were at Dollar General and we just paid for a couple people's purchases. And damn, dude, just to see the look on those young kids, it was just young kids buying stuff, like they weren't broke. But just for them to see like, who are these people and why would they buy my stuff? It was such a nice feeling. And maybe that good deed will turn into another one, and that'll just keep rolling. What I want to do is I really do want to help change the world. And so does Timmery. Timmery changed my whole world. And she does it every day. And maybe if we could change somebody else's world, even just one little thing, let's do it together. So we're figuring out a route of how to make a little kid's day. Or make an old couple's day. That's the plan. But this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I'm going to take a goddamn shot. And I'm lucky, and I'm thankful that I can. I'm thankful that I can go up to the gas station and buy a goddamn bottle of booze. And not go, oh, I got to check my bank account. You know how nice of a feeling that is? We take that shit for granted sometimes, don't we? We sure do. This is Shot 30. So picking up where I left off, we went to Osaka Hibachi, and we got a mountain of fucking food. And when you're at a hibachi, they're not just throwing eggs off your face and the Chinese guy saying some weird shit to you. They give you so much goddamn food. And that was another thing. I was just sitting there just thinking about it. Like, how many people could we feed with this one meal? Or just this amount of money? I could buy ramen for 40 fucking kids. I know Shot 30 is never this serious, but like, for me, it meant something. It meant something in my heart. It really did. We'll lead into something else, but we got something planned. Like, the gears are turning there. And I do want to say, it is Labor Day weekend, and I want to say thank you to everybody out there for everything everyone does. We keep this world moving because we all have to work together. But you know who works the best and the hardest? My wife. Because she makes my life so easy and so happy. Dude, the other day we went out to the goddamn softball field and I was just hitting home runs. We went out with a couple of friends. Man, we had a blast. Nina and Jeff. Jeff wanted to act like a billy goat. I'm not sure why he does that. Why would you act like a billy goat? Something's wrong in Jeff's brain. But this guy, God did not give Jeff brains, but they gave him a fucking hot body. And that's why Jeff could get any tail in the world. This guy works so goddamn hard. It's Labor Day weekend. I'm going to give people their props. Jeff works so damn hard he builds pallets for people. You don't know how much pallets are used until you look around. Open your damn eyes. And so this one's for Jeff. And I was at the gas station the other day. I was at the gas station and Taz. Dude, Taz just like opened up her mama bear arms and she just wrapped me up. And she locked me in. Taz at the gas station, she was wearing a Shot 30 shirt. What? We've had a couple, we've had I've probably 30 orders of the Shot 30 podcast shirts. But why don't you have yours? Answer that question. Kyle Johnson doesn't have his because Timmery sent it out. And then it came back. And then she just turned into a lazy fuck. And sometimes we do have to be lazy. We have to be lazy. Because your loved one might require a little more time than usual. And that's okay. And that's okay to be a little bit lazy. But Taz just makes me feel this world of love because she wraps me up in her mama bear arms. Even when Nina's being mean. Timmery hears about these mean things that Nina says about me. And Taz just wraps her arms up and she says, "Leave my baby boy alone." And I love that. And God, I just love the world. Sometimes I get in this weird little mood where I look around at the world and I just feel, I was listening to a couple of songs by Mike Posner. If you know who that is. If you don't know who it is, listen to his music and listen to the words that he sang. But I was listening to some songs from him, and his lyricism is absolutely, it just speaks to your heart, dude. It really does. Because he's talking about real shit. And so we were driving home. I had the kid in the back. I had the wife in the passenger seat. I had my arm out the sunroof and out the other side of the window. And I just felt free. And I love it when I hit those moments of where I am so carefree that I feel free. There's nothing better in the world than just that moment when your heart starts thumping and racing. And maybe you're thinking about a nice big pair of titties, but maybe you're just thinking about how good the world is. And sometimes, you know what, big titties and big butt cheeks, that is good in the world. But there are some really great people in the world. And I know one of our friends, Ayla, she doesn't listen to the podcast. She thinks it sucks. But her son came over, and this kid looks at me like I'm the coolest cat on the block. And it's, you know what? It's because I am. I am a cool cat. I'm a cool dude. Figure it out. If you don't know this already, well, maybe you should watch a damn podcast. But that is such a good feeling when a little kid or just another person says, you know, I really like you, man. Or you're just a really, really, I wish I could be you someday. And I have a lot of people that I look at like that. Because I know they're really good people. But, hey, you know what? I've got a buddy out in Kewanee. His name's Tremaine Jordan. And what this guy is going to bring you is buttery blends. Dude, Tremaine Jordan is the freshest fucking cut on the block, dude. Go out to Kewanee, visit Tremaine Jordan, and get yourself a buttery blends cut. This guy is the Fade King. The Fade King. And this episode is also sponsored by... I'm sorry. Sometimes you get a little buildup of gastric bypass. I don't even know what that means, but I think I have it. Just like my wife said I didn't have sickle cell, and then I found out I did. I did have sickle cell. But you can... Hey, I've got a buddy out there in the Quad Cities. He's doing tattoos at Arch Rivals. Visit Paul Garza, Arch Rivals, and get yourself a tattoo. Let him know I sent you there. He'll probably give you a 1% discount. Or even 5%. But I don't know, man. Like, I've just, I had a really tough couple weeks. But this 3-day weekend, I needed this so bad. Me and my wife, we just been happy. We've been happy and laughing. And we always are happy and laughing. But like, it's been, it's been hard times at work and hard times with her work. And so it just leaves our relationship just like a hiccup off. And she's done nothing wrong, and neither have I. Maybe she didn't fucking cut my crust off on my sandwich. And she might deserve to get hit. Nah, she never deserves to get hit. But like, we just, it's just been a really like sad week. I just a really slow week. And usually everything's so upbeat. So, like this weekend we did some stuff in the house. We got a lot of work done, and we played some softball where I hit home runs so far, and she can't even hit it past the pitcher's mound. And I'm still proud of her because she still gave it every ounce of them butt cheeks she had. But no, like, we've hung out with some friends. We've done a lot of things. We've set a lot of goals, and that's really good for a couple. I think that you should have an idea of goals and somewhere where you want things to go. Just because if you're just going to go through life just, trudging through the mud, well, you're never going to get out of the mud unless you put your damn boots on. And Timmy wears hooker boots. And, we talked about this today. Me and Timmy talked about, why is it illegal for a guy to get a goddamn hand job at a massage parlor? That's so damn silly. If a guy, wants to pay $100 and a girl says, yeah, give me $100 for 5 minutes, I'll tug you. Why is that illegal? Just to, get a little body fluid out of somebody? Let them do it. Because those guys are the ones, like, if they just got that fluid out, maybe they wouldn't do crazy shit. Maybe they wouldn't, hurt people. And girls too. Maybe a guy with like huge hands, like a basketball player. Maybe just if they slide a couple, like if a woman goes to a massage parlor and says, hey buddy, will you slide those fingers in me? Maybe that girl won't be so mad at everybody every day. Maybe she'll be nicer at work. I feel like when I used to work with my mom, maybe my mom should have went to that parlor because she would have been nicer. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. Let me take a quick shot, and then I'll sing a song. We'll get you to the end. Is this the same song we played earlier? I don't care. Maybe my mom should have went to a massage parlor, and maybe she would have felt like she wasn't on Pearl Harbor. She would have been nicer to me, and maybe I would have grown up to be the president of the United States of America. I'm not lying, I'm just Team Timmery. God, clearly you can tell I can't rap right now because I've had too many shots and I'm starting to sound silly. And that's okay. Sometimes, when you drink, I don't promote drinking. I don't. I like it though. And I would tell people that they would like it. But sometimes you get a little too drunk and you can't make raps anymore. But you know what I love the most about being drunk is me and Timmery will just sit there and we just say whatever we want. We'll even talk about each other's buttholes. And that's not nice. And that's not a pretty thing to visualize. And maybe if you're watching this at work right now, you don't want to hear about our buttholes. But Timmery's butthole is a gaping hole. Like Stephen Hawking, that's an anomaly. He studied black holes his whole life, but nothing blacker or bigger than that hole. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. And we are still getting a steady subscribing base and shares and follows and likes, but we need a little bit more. If we want this thing to take off, we need just a little bit more. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe now. I've got some shit planned for this podcast and the stand-up comedy that's coming up. I really have some really good shit planned. So if you want to come check me out Saturday, I will be in the Quad Cities at the Speakeasy doing a little show. So come see me. And if you don't, that's okay too. But we will be figuring out what we want to do. We really want to help people. There's people out there that need way more help than we do. And we have a little bit of extra money and hope you do too. To maybe just $1 could feed a kid for a freaking week over there. That's crazy. That's crazy. These kids are looking for bugs and dirt to eat. This isn't the Lion King. You know? This is real life. And so I've been waiting on a big check that the state owes me. And when I do get it, I think I'm going to buy a PlayStation. And I'm going to go somewhere to a kid or a family that really needs or wants that PlayStation. This is Shot 30 Podcast. If you made it this far, send me a thumbs up. Hit the like. I love you guys. But most of all, I love my wife and I love my life and I love my kids and my dogs and my turtles and my penis. Shot 30.